students. So today we are going to look at how to add a model into our asset library. So if you look at here, you have asset browser. So this asset browser is really useful because anything that you add in this asset browser will be available, and you can just drag and drop into the scene. So first of all, what you need to do is try to restructure or put the folder structure properly. So in my example, for example, I have my animation folder. So this is where I put every single thing that will be required for my animation. For example, assets, audio, characters, reference video. In the assets, for example, I have two at the moment: outside park scene, which is the blend file, and also the pistol.blend file. So for example, I got two files, and this is the audio and the characters also here, and also the reference video. Probably I want to do animation. So all these all these folders, it's really important if you can structure them properly. So for example, here, this is the assets. These are the assets. Let's say you have hundreds. I don't know how much you're gonna have, but I don't show you how I add these two file into, or two models into the asset browser. All right, make sure you have a nice folder structure, and then what you're gonna do is just open one of it. Let's say I open scene. Okay, so pay attention to this model. If you have this model, you're gonna see that in the asset browser you don't have it yet. If I just okay, look, we have everything here, but this is the default one here. So we don't have this particular model in our asset browser. To go to asset browser, simply you click this icon on top of here and change from outliner here, you change to asset browser. So you see nothing, or even unassigned, there's nothing like this model. So next what we're gonna do is add the path in our asset library, because we want to add this thing into our library. So we need to add the path here. If you go to this asset browser library, the path is not here. Okay, we just have current file, essentials, user library. So we need to add a new library in our asset library so that it will appear in our asset library. So let's add the path, edit, preferences, and then file path. In this file path, we add the path. So mine is just now my animation asset. Okay, so add asset library, and the path is correct. Now input method, let's use append. Append means we add the object as a new object, not as a linked object. So every time we drag and drop the file from asset library, it will be added into our scene. Next is the script directories. This will store everything that we modify in the asset library. So I want to add it in our asset folder as well, like here. Okay, add Python script. All right, now, okay, done. Okay, it's done here. It's added with the path, right path, input method append, and the script directories is here. Okay, now save this one. Okay, Now, in the asset library, this object will not be appeared unless you add it into the asset library. Although we have linked the path, but the asset needs to be added as well. Now, what you need to do next is go back to the outliner, okay? And then this is the model name, Sena, and just put it. This is as the name. So right click in the outliner, mark as asset. Once you do that, you're gonna see the icon next to this model. And then if you go to the asset browser, you're gonna see it appear in current file. You have to click this drop down in asset browser, file, current file. So this is the model in the current file. And what you need to do next is the only library that will be able to, rename and to create, we can create new catalog. It's only current file. So you have to change to current file, not all. Click current file, and here you can add new catalog. Here is unassigned, of course. So let's add new catalog named buildings, and then add a new one called others, for example. So let's create these two in current file. Yeah, so the unassigned one, you just drag and drop in there. Let's say move asset to catalog build. What is this name? Buildings. Let me rename it. BUI buildings. Okay, so unassigned, just drag and drop into here. So if you click buildings, it will appear the model. The model is already here. It's not anymore in unassigned. Okay, and then save it. So once you save the file, the asterisk will go away, right? Now let's do the other one for the other model. Let me open pistol. Okay, so this is the pistol we opened. Now this pistol is still not asset. Now asset browser, what you need to do is right click, again mark as asset, and then if you go to asset browser, you're gonna see it is unassigned. So if it's unassigned, and it will be here. And then the current file is only for our current file, okay? So that's why it's not appeared. The one that we added before is not here. So this is just for current file. So it is unassigned for this particular pistol. So just drag and drop into others. And then save. So buildings, of course, we need to click all. So not current file. So all means everything, but current file is only for this particular file, which is the mag that we already added as a set in our asset library. It will appear in others catalog, not buildings catalog. And then save. Now, if you open a new, let's say let's create a new one, general. So okay, just remove this one. So we're gonna drag and drop the model in our asset library in here. Okay, asset browser. Sorry. Now asset browser, select the asset browser. If you click all, and you're gonna see the catalogs that we already created, the building and others. So just click this scene, drag and drop here, right? And then okay, so whenever you drag and drop, you're gonna see this follow preferences, or you can click append. For assets, usually use append, meaning you add it as a new model into this one because you might want to modify it. If you click follow preferences, it will follow these preferences. If your preferences method is append, then it will use append. If it's use append reuse data, it will do that, but let's choose append. And then drag and drop again because follow preferences as append. Okay, now this is the model we already append, and also the pistol, just follow preferences. You can also click append alternatively, drag and drop the Mac. There you go. Wow, this is tools. If you click link, you probably need to override the library, but yeah, let's choose append. Then it'll be easier for everyone. Look, yeah, now there you go. So let's click the texture, it's on. All right. Okay, so this is it, how you create asset and add them into your new project, a new one, general. So okay, just remove this one. So we're gonna drag and drop the model in our asset library in here. Okay, asset browser. Sorry, now asset browser, select the asset browser. If you click all, and you're gonna see the catalogs that we already created, the building and others. So just click this scene, drag and drop here, right? And then, okay, so whenever you drag and drop, you're gonna see this follow preferences, or you can click append. For assets, usually use append, meaning you add it as a new model into this one because you might want to modify it. If you click follow preferences, it will follow these preferences. If your preferences method is append, then it will use append. If it's use append reuse data, you will do that, but let's choose append. Then drag and drop again because follow preferences as append. Okay, now this is the model we already append, and also the pistol, just follow preferences. You can also click append alternatively, drag and drop the Mac. There you go. Wow, this is tools. If you click link, you probably need to override the library, but yeah, let's choose append. Then it'll be easier for everyone. Look, yeah, now there you go. So let's click the texture, that's on. All right. Okay, so this is it, how you create asset and add them into your new project.